If I was still in my father's house, those kind of attacks kò kí n ṣẹlẹ̀ síyàn téèyàn bá wà lábẹ́ òbí ẹ̀. So any woman kò sí bó ṣe dàgbà tó má kó jáde. Don't move to friends' houses or anything. Stay under your parents' roof till a good man comes to look for you. So that tó bá ń ṣe ẹsẹ̀ gbé, àwọn òbí ẹ̀ á lè rí pé ta lè lè jákujàku tó ń wá ọmọ mi wá, wọ́n á lè le. Because I was living alone, ni wọ́n ṣe ní access tó yẹn sínú ayé mi. So I had somebody that was abroad that we wanted to marry and everything. I had even gone to visit him once. I came back. So he came then and I was doing my, I think, 35th birthday. So as we were offloading drinks from my car, one strange man just walked from my street. Pé auntie, ṣe fẹ́ gbé kíní ni àwa mọ̀ yín ládùúgbò bàbá wa gbé ó dàbí ọmọ ọ̀tá. Then gan wò pé àná ẹ̀ bọ̀bọ̀ yẹn dẹ̀ náà ìzò so bá ṣe birthday yẹn gan ló bá wa wá ice block tó bá wa serve bí ṣe mọ́ nìyẹn. So weeks later, wọ́n kọ̀ọ̀kan lẹ̀kùn mi gbàgbàgbàgbà ẹ kálẹ́ mà èmi ni tí mo bá yín ṣe nǹkan báyìí jẹ́ mo ní kí ló dé léèyàn kan rọbí ńlé àwọn ó fẹ́ bímọ ọ̀ ẹ̀ ó ti fẹ́ kú wọ́n ní ìdẹ̀jẹ̀ wọ́n ní kíní kan and it was late, it was like around 11 mo bá dẹ̀ ní pé except if somebody can take my house help pé kó lọ gba owó yẹn fún wọn létí ẹ̀ bọ̀ ìyẹn gọ̀ ìyẹn nígbà táwọn débẹ̀ kó sọ pé kọ́kọ́ check balance ó ló fojú wo balance yẹn ọmọ yẹn gba 30,000 yóò kó fún wọn wọ́n gbọ́ ọmọ wálé ọmọ KTM fún mi ìjọ́ kejì ló lọ sábà àǹtí ẹ̀ tó jẹ́ wòlíì pé obìnrin kan ṣe ṣùbàjẹ́ ó fún ìbàjẹ́ ó ń gbé street àwọn kò lọ́kọ̀ kankan àǹtí ẹ̀ ló confess o because this thing became a very major issue pé kí lè lè ṣe fún mi mo fẹ́ mọ bẹ́ẹ̀ ṣe lá bí yẹn ṣe níṣó mo orúkọ ẹ̀ wọ́n ṣe bẹ̀rẹ̀ nìyẹn so like some few days later wọ́n bá wá dúpẹ́ pàǹtí wọn àtàǹtí ẹ̀ yẹn gan-an jọ wá pé ṣé àwọn fẹ́ dúpẹ́ pé owó tí mo fáwọn pé àyè ṣé máa láǹtí ẹ̀ bá bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí pray fún mi wòlíì lòun o òun ríran ẹ fẹ́ ṣe ìyàwó àfẹ́sọ́nà kan you know all those kind thing àmúdẹ ní tòótọ́ ni ìgbà ṣe mo lè gbà ń gbọ́ báyìí pé ṣé mo mọ̀ pé kinní kan and tòótọ́ we were about to get married then and this aunty started prayer she will say kí n wá church wọn á ṣèwẹ̀ wọn á ṣe lè that was how they separated myself and that guy every time woman mama sọ fún mi pé ẹ̀dùn arìnlẹ̀ kan sunkún fẹ́ ọkùnrin kan máa wá kí n má wò ó pé kò tó nǹkan kan o kí n má ṣe mu pé mo ní mi ò lẹ́ni ẹ̀dùn arìnlẹ̀ tó ń toast me and I had other options too màá bèrè ìṣorúkọ eléyìí ní anírọ̀ ṣé eléyìí ní anírọ̀ táwa lẹ́dùn arìnlẹ̀ mi ìmọ̀ o àfijọ́ kan ṣá ló bá ní sísítà òun fẹ́ rí mi nígbà lọ rí sísítà bí sísítà ṣe bí àbúrò òun ni ọlọ́run ló lọ́kọ mi nìyẹn kankan you know when they use something láti bá ìsọ̀rọ̀ òní kọ̀ sí wọn lẹ́nu bá ṣe bẹ̀rẹ̀ nìyẹn o in fact I did spend millions on my wedding títí kan aṣọ tí gbogbo family ẹ̀ wọ̀ èmi mo ra gbogbo ẹrù ìyàwó mi mo ra mọ́tò fún mo ṣe gbogbo ẹ̀ ìgbà yẹn làwọn ọ̀rẹ́ mi ti ń wò pé kí ló ṣẹlẹ̀ and I had some staff too my manager was like ṣẹ́rí láìfi kéèyàn ṣáà máa dà so and this my manager ó máa ń sọ pé òun tiẹ̀ lálàá pé òun lè lo mọ́tò I bought him his official car and everything so this guy was so pained báwo la ti ṣe máa fẹ́ irú wèrè báyìí aṣáṣe wedding gbogbo èèyàn kò sẹ́ni tó bá mi sọ pé in fact wọ́n rush mi tó ṣe pé within 2 months gbìgbìgbìgbì àti ṣe wedding eléré gbogbo ẹ̀ when marriage started he would tear my checks lóòru ó máa dìde lẹ́gbẹ̀ẹ́ mi kan sẹ̀lẹ́ ni ó máa ní wọ́n ní kò ń ṣe kinní kan àyíká èmi á máa sùn tèmi àṣòrù yẹn á méjì ẹ̀ á lọ gbowó I now wrote a check for because I have personal account and corporate account and I wrote a check for 600 one day wọ́n wá ní mi ò lówó l'account mọ́ account over 6 million I was like I started fighting Skybank then by the time Skybank started investigation wọ́n bá gbé àwọn cameras yẹn the image I saw him I was like this is my husband we had to beg at the bank because I had already involved my lawyer then he took all this money 1 a.m. 2 a.m. bó ṣe ń lọ gbowó nìyẹn anyway we continued eventually we were going from one place to the other dambola ade ọlọ́ṣun oníkìní kan looking for a child nothing until this year they wanted to do an event in my church something just told me to support them very well so I did so the visiting pastor that they invited was from MFM he now saw the billboard I did and I was like who did this thing God is telling me that this person it is her husband that is tying her womb she would have a child that was how I had a child though I got pregnant he was like ironi I was like even me I didn't even know I was pregnant because we've been at this thing for over 7 years but that was how I got pregnant throughout this pregnancy panic ni mo instead of him to be happy panic gidi I was like kí ló ń ṣọ̀gbẹ́ni and everything anyway the day I had my child I was shouting at the hospital ìgbà tí ó wọnú wọ́dà báwo ni mo ṣàrèyàn yẹn tó bọ́ wọlé gàlagàlà ń talélé they were like madam your husband I said how can everybody thought pé mo lábì síwín that was how this problem started he didn't want to go and as at that time my business was way going down I had nothing I had lost my business but that my manager He never for once left me. Despite there was no business. I never knew this guy's dad. Babaláwo ni níjẹ̀bú. Tó máa ń lọ bá dàdé pé òun mọ̀ pé brother ìdè àǹtí mi. Pé àǹtí lòun fi ń jẹun abẹ́gi tóun ti ń jẹun lélẹ̀ àtìgbà tí business àǹtí ti collapse. Ìyá ń jẹun mọ́tò òun gan òun ò lè ṣe mọ́. So this guy would just come quick, but every time ni popsi money when he would tell me things, me auntie, àbí kíní kan máa ní àbórí ẹ̀ wò pé ọkọ mi wo lólógùn fún mi, so he kept quiet. Ó wá ń ṣe lẹ́yìn mi. So we just tell me ṣe wọn alẹ́ mo kàn fẹ́ wá kíyìn ni wọ́n lè ti fún ní nǹkan pé kó dà sílẹ̀ tó bá délé mi kó ṣe. That was how this guy was doing it small pé díẹ̀ ojú. That was how small ojú mi ṣáà. This guy would be hiding all over the house àfi nǹkan sóúnjẹ máa ká a máa ṣe a máa pa àwọn kan pé kò like me ojú kò jẹ́ kí ẹ̀rù ẹ̀ wá máa bà mí. I would lock myself in the room with my daughter. I would just be looking pé kí ni mo kó sí ìwọ náà. Ó dàbí demon lójú mi. And yet when I sit my family down to explain pé I don't understand kíní kan ni ó dé nìyẹn ó ti rí nǹkan. Everybody saw him like mo ti rí ọmọ tí mo ń wá mo fẹ́ fọgbọ́ lé lọ ni mo ti ṣe I didn't want it. From the day I had my child I couldn't even, once he touched my body it's like a snake is creeping on my skin. I checked the locks to my room. It was a 3-bedroom flat. I told him just stay in your room. You know, at the end of the day, at 6 months we discovered this my child was SS. Anyway, that was how this thing went on. There was even a time I got a contract, and that time transfer otiko, I kept the money. This guy took the money. I had to take a loan to finish the contract. I went to the police station, got him arrested. The DPO was abusing me. Not being you want this speaking for because you get money. Because once you see me and you see him, even when we go out, people will say, "Madam, tell your driver to." He looked that haggard, you know. And I was like, "Sir, this guy would steal from me and everything." I just wanted him out of my house. Anyway, my child at 6 months was SS. That was how I started this spending different things. I believe he even wanted that child to die. I don't even understand. So anyway, I escaped. I actually ran. I had rented another apartment. Anyway, I rented an apartment that I didn't know. I just called him one day and said, "I have a contract in Port Harcourt. Would you go for me? Because I get jobs from Port Harcourt." He was happy. New money. Just go. As soon as he was gone, we started packing. I moved before he came. I now called him the next day. They called up the job. He came back. Hey, he looked for us. There was nothing he didn't do. He didn't know where we were until I was able to pray and everything and got him uninterested in us. I don't even know where the hell he is. My daughter is pretty and fine. Everything is only for you to pick up back from that point. You know, for you to pick up your business back. It's never the same again, especially when you are now in your 50s. So these people will just come into your life, fuck everything up. In fact, I can't even measure up to my friends. Mess up your life that you don't even know where to start from again. I sold my house, sold everything in that marriage, sold everything I had, everything I ever worked for in my entire life. The only thing I came out of that marriage with is my child. And that's the only thing. I'm telling you, somebody that hey, these things happen. No, these things happen for real. And one other thing, a lesson to call me. I once went for an event when things were very fine with me. Event here, ìkómọ ọ̀rẹ́ mi kan tó dàbí bàbá ọkọ ìṣàwò ni àwọn awo kankan wà ńbẹ̀. Máa yẹn wá wò mí títí ó lájẹ ó ní gbogbo ara gẹ́ ìpàjẹ́ ní ó náà dẹ̀ máa gbajẹ́ yìí o. Ó lọ́kùnrin kan máa fògùn fẹ́ ó ní kó tó bọ́ ńbẹ̀ àfi tó bá bímọ. But because you know my background but tí Christian in fact mi lè jẹun bẹ́ẹ̀ I was like àwọn eléyìí kẹ̀ nǹkan kan ṣorí láti gbà yẹn. When I see all these things online now, Minifa and everything, I don't do it because I even tried to trace that person, but because that day I went to that my friend's father-in-law one picture. I couldn't identify the person again after like 15 years old. And the husband is late. I want to but sometimes these Ifa priests, they are actually very correct and accurate. Honestly, that man said it clear, like mommy. He was just sitting at a table across me. I was like, ajé ìmá àpọ̀kọ́ bò ń rí pé yàn kan máa wá pé báyìí exact thing tó ṣẹlẹ̀ sí mi ọdún mẹ́wàá kọjá kò tẹ̀ tó mọbi tó wà gbogbo bó ṣe máa rí. I was just like, reject it in Jesus' name. That's why when I see all these people, all these things, stay on one Yoruba film. It's not all these Ifa people that are liars or are fake. So I'm telling you, that man, I don't know him from anywhere. He said it. Nǹkan tó ní kí n ṣe ń gbà yẹn kò lè ná mi up to 200 naira. As at that time, but because of our background and àwọn nǹkan wa tá ti believe pé èṣù ni mo ṣe rántí. You know, obì mẹ́ta péré ni máa ẹni kí n ra o. Ó ní ra obì forí ẹ kí o má bàa fẹ́ ọkọ, kó má bàa fògùn fẹ́ ọkọ tí ò mú ẹlẹ́dàá ẹ̀, kó má bàa fi kọ̀ǹkọ̀ fà ẹ́ kó mú ẹ so sílẹ̀. Obì, just obì nígbà yẹn bóyá 20 naira. ló ní kí n rà fóun o pé kó bì forí kí nǹkan báyìí má bàa ṣẹlẹ̀ sí ẹ ńṣe ni mò ń wò wọ́n bí àwọn olè. Sometimes we just throw things away thinking àwọn ilé olè ni wọ́n ilé ibi ni wọ́n. I even gave the man 5k. He was like owó kọ̀ pé àgbọ̀ tó ń dẹ̀ ń rí i pé ó tún lọ bá bàbá ọkọ ọ̀rẹ́ mi yẹn pé kán bá mi sọ̀rọ̀ pé òun ò fẹ́ kí kinní yìí kí n kó sí kò dẹ̀ mọ̀ mi rí, but I didn't listen. And then be good to your staff. Ìgbà míì ó máa jáwọn náà máa yọ ẹ́ kúrò nínú problems that you may not be able to help yourself, your family may not be able to help you and everything. It was my staff, my manager that was running helter skelter for all those years. He never left me until after I had left just for me to be able to escape from that marriage. But auntie broda ẹ máa pa auntie. In fact ọkọ mi bẹ̀rù ẹ̀ tó ṣe pé I didn't know why. Bọ̀bọ̀ yẹn o máa sáàkẹ́ ní Ọlọ́run ló mọ nǹkan tó kàn mú ní kí ló ṣe fún ẹ. A ní kò kàn sí òun kan láìkẹ́ ní kíní kó yẹn wálé wa mọ́ màá ní mi lélẹ̀ torí òun ló ń bá mi ṣiṣẹ́. Even iṣẹ́ mi gan tí mi ò ràn òun ló máa wá customer mi yẹn lọ tó dẹ̀ máa ní auntie ẹ jẹ́ ká pẹ́ ní bóyá lè ríṣẹ́ gbà. You know, just be good to your staff. You never can. He confessed to